Ahmed al-Sharaa, once a prominent rebel commander, has now emerged as Syria's de facto leader, marking a significant shift in the country's political landscape. Transitioning from military fatigues to a suit, Sharaa's appearance at high-profile diplomatic meetings signals his evolving role in Syria's future, from armed conflict to political negotiation. His journey, however, is less about heroism and more about adapting to new realities in a country broken by years of war. A key moment in Sharaa's rise came when Turkish Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan visited Damascus on Sunday, his first visit since Bashar al-Assad's fall earlier this month. Fidan's recognition of Sharaa's administration and his call for the lifting of international sanctions signaled a new phase in Syria's political dealings. This wasn't just a gesture. It was a statement about the changing power dynamics in the region and the shift in Syria's leadership.
The new administration in Syria needs the opportunity and means to implement its promises. The lifting of sanctions against Syria is extremely important for the normalization of Syria and the establishment of security in the country. The necessary preparations for the reconstruction of Syria must be started as soon as possible. Only in this way will it be possible to create an environment that will enable our Syrian brothers to return to their country voluntarily and safely.
During this visit, Fidan also pressed for the dismantling of the Kurdish YPG militia, which Turkey views as a threat to regional stability.
Currently, PKK-YPG controls 1/3 of Syrian soil, illegally. It sits on these energy reserves. It is stealing the Syrian people's wealth, and it has turned the region into a cauldron of terror with PKK members and far-left groups who have come from Turkey, Iraq, Iran, and Europe. The international community is turning a blind eye to this lawlessness because of the wardenship it provides.
For Sharaa, these diplomatic moves represent the balancing act of trying to secure both regional support and manage internal challenges. No easy task for a leader trying to rebuild a fractured country.
During the past 14 years, the people have suffered the horrors of the war. Today, half of the population is outside the country, as IDPs and refugees, in addition to the destroyed infrastructure where there are a lot of challenges that the country is facing. The most important thing is the consensus of the superpower countries on the general principle in Syria. First of all, it is the independence of Syria's decision-making and the unity of its territories, the security stability, then the work to help Syria resolve the economic and social problems that people are suffering.
Following Fidan's visit, Sharaa spoke of Turkey's commitment to helping rebuild Syria, particularly its infrastructure, agriculture, and industries. His promise to centralize all weapons under state control reflected his desire to restore order, but it also highlighted the complexity of his role, navigating alliances while managing a divided country in ruins.
We discussed the strategic relationship between Syria and Turkey in the coming days, covering all aspects, economic, political, and social. Turkey is ready to help Syria rise again after everything was destroyed by the old regime. The economic, agricultural, industrial sectors, even banking were all affected. Turkey has stood with the Syrian people since the beginning, and Syria will not forget that. Together, we will build a strategic relationship that fits the future of both our countries and peoples, God willing.
Sharaa's efforts also extend within Syria's own borders, where he met with Lebanese Druze leader Walid Jumblat. In this meeting, Sharaa reassured Syria's diverse communities, emphasizing his duty to protect all sects. As the leader of Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, his commitment to minority rights and unity is an essential part of his broader vision to rebuild Syria. But the challenge remains. Can he unite a country long torn apart by war?
I say that, God willing, there is a new chapter ahead for all the components of Lebanese society, regardless of past positions. This chapter is based on ensuring that Syrian territory is not used to launch conflicts, wars, or stir sectarian tensions. We will protect Lebanon's strategic security and work for the peace of the region.
Jumblat, a seasoned political figure, expressed cautious hope for the future of Lebanon-Syria relations under Sharaa's leadership. While past tensions cannot be erased, Sharaa's approach to building a new relationship with Lebanon, rooted in mutual respect and cooperation, is a step toward healing.
There will be great hope in establishing strong relations between the two states. This is all we aspire to. The past is gone. As Sheikh Abu Mohammed said, the past is over, we forget the past. We have opened a new chapter for the two peoples and the two states.
Ahmed al-Sharaa's diplomatic moves reflect a leader in transition, no longer a commander leading a rebellion, but a figure navigating Syria's fractured political landscape. His meetings with Turkish officials and Lebanon's Druze leader highlight his delicate balancing act, trying to restore Syria's place on the world stage while addressing the concerns of the diverse communities within the country. Sharaa's new efforts come at a time when rare pro-democracy protests are erupting in Syria, following Assad's ouster.
We are here today to say that we want a civil state, a state that respects all people regardless of their sex and religious tendencies. We want to express that we're here. It's early to decide where the state is heading, but in principle, we are saying that we exist. We are here in case in the future they would like to do something. They should know what a good chunk of the people want.
As he seeks to unite the country, the question remains: will Sharaa be able to navigate these growing demands for change, or will Syria's divisions continue to challenge his leadership?